Hello everybody! Pgmod Gaming, welcome back to some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last we left off, new motive was introduced, embarrassing secrets, and not even 24 hours later, our dear friend Chihiro Fujisaki, the ultimate programmer, wound up dead. Why? We don't know why. How? We've yet to know how. But, if you guys are ready for more Danganronpa, let me know down in the comments below. I'm so glad to be back playing this series again. You don't know how much I missed it. But yeah, that's right. Last we left off, we just started the investigation. Okay, first of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. Yeah, we're gonna figure out what happened to Chihiro, guys. We're gonna figure out what happened to her. Because she did not deserve to die, especially not in this way. This looked brutal. Oh man. And Chihiro... what? Chihiro... I can't speak. Oh, the victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. And that's all it says. Blunt object. Well, gee, thanks. I don't know how I would have figured that out. Can't be because of the fact that I don't see no other stab wounds or anything like that that would indicate stabbing. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. And of course, Monokuma file, always the first piece of evidence we got. Hey Makoto, you have a second. Huh? Do you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course, life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. I'm sorry. When did I ever say that I wanted to team up with your punk ass? Fucking Four Eyes over here. Thinks he's high and mighty, thinks he's better than me. Bitch, I don't need your damn help. I solved everything by myself last time. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve scientist case. Purchase? So what, now I'm an item? I'm a piece of property up for sale? Bitch, please! Unless you have $1 billion in your pocket, I ain't budging. Is it solved? No, I'm just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
For real, bro. Now then, shall we get started? I'm gonna tape that dumbbell on the ground and beat you upside the head with it. But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Unfortunately, just kill me now. First things first, there's a bloody dumbbell on the ground. Ooh. Never mind, maybe I don't want to pick this up, because fingerprints. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's blood stain on the dumbbell. Well, no shit, Sherlock, I can see that. What else would it be? Pepto-Bismol? Monokuma file say a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed him. Does that mean this dumbbell is actually the murder
That's
weapon?
right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Oh man. Locker room dumbbell. Shit. So she died from a blow to the head with a dumbbell? Dude, that's gotta suck. That's a bad way to go, man. The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. God, that bloodlust shit. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. I don't know, bro. I can feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Really? Well, maybe I just go over to it and slap it in the face a couple of times. Maybe she'll wake up. No shit, it's a dead body, Sherlock Holmes. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
Okay. I'm just gonna point this out right now, because I swear, I swear, this game frustrates me sometimes. with the way that they talk about certain things, as if it's not obvious enough. Can you be any more obvious? Bitch. Dead body. Yeah, no shit. But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well,
what?
But we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Alright. What about this carpet? The first blood stain on the carpet must have been splattered with blood during the murder. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still.
Well.
I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She's been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Has she really been exercising that
Perhaps.
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during that day, or during the day. So she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However.
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? Damn. She hiding something. Not Sakura, but Chihiro, she's hiding something, bro. There's no way she's not. But what for that she also would have come with someone else? It's a possibility, I think. Why am I tired, bro? Alright. Guri, what you got for me, buddy? She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. How is she so calm doing this shit? She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. God damn, man. God damn. You, for a high school student, you just all up in dead body. Like, you are not fazed by this shit one bit. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to torture their body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. You have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. Okay, fine. Oh my god, man.
Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger.
Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once.
Sure did. Which, I guess explains the trip down here.
But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong.
I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff.
Cause of Chihiro's complex. Can't help wondering what it might be. Ah, thank you. Okay. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Already? Bitch, we just started, dog. We just started. I don't even have Bloodlust as a truth bullet. I ain't got the body as a truth bullet. I ain't got the bloody poster, the bloody rug as a truth bullet. I didn't even get to hear Kyoko. Come on, man.
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. God damn, you so pushy. Got caught up with the wrong person this time. Can I drown him already? Please? Like, I just want to take a knife and I want to stab it straight through this arrogant prick's chest. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? figure it out. Figure it out for yourself. Save fun if you don't, right? Fine, dog. I guess I'm going in here. It's not even a scene of a crime, idiot. Okay then, what do you want me to do? This? If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
Ah, you called for me?
Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems like Makoto has a question for
You need something?
Sure, what's up?
That voice sounded different from Monokuma's. What the hell? I'm not able to do Monokuma's voice for some reason, I guess. It's just so inconsistent. Well, it's just about this fucking card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook.
And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorists on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter.
And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct.
So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. I swear we've established this already, but sure. Let's just act like it's new information all of a sudden. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means, hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get
So in other
As
words,
such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such
Good
ignorance.
lord, you're simple. Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. I swear, bro. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. Beyonce's been right in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited, you douchebag. Bitch, you're the douchebag. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to snip out the loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
That is so incorrect on so many levels.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so,
Why you? So sleepy. This listening to me makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
you can say shit. There's nothing stopping you from saying the word shit. Okay?
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own damn self.
So you can say damn, but you can't say shit. Okay. God, dude's confusing.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Why are you taking me on a wild goose chase? What the fuck do you know? You know way more than you're letting on, pal. I'm on to you. Bro, you are so suspicious right now, Byakuya. We came to the main hall. Why? Why are we here? So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Not trophies. Is that a camera? Oh, no, it's not a camera trophy. Well, the only thing that seems like it would be relevant is this little case here. Shit. There's a mailbox here. Sure, we'll call them notebooks. Could there be something inside? It's any handbook. Wow. No, wait, there's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened upon them by chance myself the other day. Seems there's a system in place where the handbooks dead things get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. Well, last I checked, other than Chihiro, they're the only other 3 dead, so I would assume yes. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Oh, I miss Sayaka! That's how Makoto's acting right now. I miss Sayaka! Oh. Boo-hoo, Makoto, grow up, you'll be a man. Now, do you understand this is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier? Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. I'm also starting to get that you're a shady individual and you probably have something to do with this. With all this shit that you're leading me toward, you know more than you're letting on. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. Miato's been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see, yeah, now I understand. Okay. I would like to point something out real quick. Byakuya is extremely shady. Alright? From the moment this investigation started, hell, before we even discovered the body, right? Because we went to the pool area, and instead of checking the boys' locker room, like, you know, you would typically think, oh, boy would check the boys' locker room first, you know? Because we don't know who died. We don't know who died, right? Why is his first instinct to check the girls' locker room? Like, if it were a girl, I'd understand, right? I'd understand if it was a girl suggesting to open up the girls' locker room. But for a boy like Byakuya to suggest that we open up the girls' locker room first, which just so happens to be the same place where the dead body was found, that seems oddly suspicious. And the fact that he also knows about this loophole of borrowing handbooks of other students, he, I think, is the only person who knows about this. So that, oh my god, my spidey senses are tingling, bro. Byakuya is definitely suspicious.
What?
Hold on a second. What's
Very
wrong?
strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. And the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, we did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs? Huh. Memory of it came flooding back. Why do I gotta remember this shit? I thought I already remembered how brutal and tragic Leon's death was. Why do I gotta remember it again? A cruel punishment which led to Leon's death? Bro, imagine getting pummeled with 1,000 baseballs, bro. That must suck. Oh, man. The execution that the mastermind concocted. Oh, man. Cruel, heartless death. Man. So sad. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
What? Now, you prick. You reject Care Bear.
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey!
Now
Hey!
I'm really angry!
Damn, calm down, Munchkin. Fucking Oompa Loompa looking ass. What?
That e-handbook is essential in student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily.
But it did. Are you blind or are you blind?
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't frickin' break. If can withstand up to 10,000 tons of pressure and is waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weakness.
It does.
I can't hear
But
you.
it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be?
Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. Bitch, what? What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable fact that it's not turning on. Bruh.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. Okay, who died and made you the decider of what's relevant and irrelevant? Huh? Again, shady how you know what is related and what is not related. Alright? Seemingly and silly. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Okay then, should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed our girl Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite. What are you on about? Kuya? Bakuya? Damn, dog. What do you want from me? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think that this bitch is running around the school, and you truly believe that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely, I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
Who else could you be fucking talking about? It's not like you've been ranting about it since the investigation started. There's nobody else it could be. Murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. Haven't you said this exact same thing word for word before? Bro. What nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack, bitch. We know. Can you spell it out any clearer, bitch? They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend, dude. Okay? Because I haven't seen that shit firsthand, and I haven't really heard about it. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that if he was real? Not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now, Byakuya. We gotta get our asses moving and investigate. We only have a limited amount of time to investigate, and you're holding up my time talking about this bitch. Come on, man. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Where?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Now I have a basis to believe that genocide. I show you Genocide Jack. Is there really proof? There's proof I'd like to take you. There's somewhere I'd like to take you. You'll provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Fine. Sure. Just get us moving already, okay? We're wasting time here. Evidence? Does something like that really exist? Ah, hey, you two! Big trouble, I need your help!
I don't have time to play
We're
with
busy,
you.
leave us alone.
But it's an emergency, emergency!
Oh my god, did somebody else die, bro?
Come on, please, you gotta help me.
What, Nina?
Please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me.
Just calm down, okay,
Cause,
Nina?
I mean...
But it's an emergency.
An emergency? What happened? Who died now?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange.
Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? She fainted, all of a sudden contorted like it was the fucking Exorcist. I don't think she's fine. What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. Suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat
Don't
myself.
make me repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure you'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry.
Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
Okay? My legs can't run as fast as yours. It looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. I don't know what else it could be. Alright. Toko! Knock knock, bitch, I'm here. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency?
Such
You're
ignorance.
talking to the wrong person, you waste of space. Bitch, you called for my help and you call me a waste of space? Boy. Man, I'm gonna slap the shit out of this bitch. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast, Hina. So, what's the emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff.
Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Ding dong! Hello! No Bailey. May as well give it a shot. Door swung open slowly and silently. Damn, dog. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
what?
Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
How much you want to bet that she's a Genocide Jack? How much y'all want to bet? I'll bet 100. Shit. Okay, hiccups. Just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that?
She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago.
Same thing? Same thing.
I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murder fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
Toko was scared even... Wait, what? Sorry, I can't speak. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Damn. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Is there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
Bakuya! Buddy. Lanky legs, bro. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? Come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever.
Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to.
Byakuya stood in front of the door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
what do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Bakula!
It's Byakuya.
Bakula! I'm sorry. No, your new name's Bakula.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let a Genocide Jack have control ever again.
Bro, you are definitely Genocide Jack. Let's be for real, bro. All this talk, that's nonsense. With that, the door slammed shut.
Even Byakuya can pull it off.
There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on, Bakula. Hey, Bakula. What was Toko talking about just now? Something about Bakula? and a promise.
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't fucking bloody know. Just let Hina take care of her skank ass. Damn, Bakuya, you going that far?
Oh yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Sorry, Bakula sped away. Bakula! That's his new nickname now. His new nickname is just gonna be Bakula. And I hurried to catch up to Bakula. I tried to talk to Bakula several times as we walked. But Bakula didn't even look back, let alone say anything. Bakula just kept on walking toward Bakula's destination. Bro, okay, I need to stop. Finally, Bakula feet brought him. Sorry. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library, I'm assuming? Yep. Library. How'd I guess he would end up here? Not like he's obsessed with this shit or anything. Come on, let's go in. Alright, what book are you gonna make me die for? Some R.L. Stein, some fucking Stephen King shit? Some... well, I would say J.K. Rowling, but fuck that bitch. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. I remember on the other side of the door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, and here?
Let's go.
It will all make sense once we go inside. Okay then. Hello? Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too. Sorry, I'm allergic, Byakuya. Do you think you could have done this somewhere else?
So, in other words,
I wouldn't say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. What do you need to show me, you bitch? I don't know. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you are sure to discover that value for yourself. So you want me to check every single shelf here? There's so many file stuff on the shelves.
that's
And all
enough.
these things. These documents are dangerous. Dangerous? If you can all the people who control the world from behind the scenes, dangerous to the truth for a commoner. So the Illuminati is what you're saying. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power, the secret council controlling everything from the shadows. You're ready to be disappeared for it. Take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding me, right? Am I? You know what? I don't want to know, actually. Moving on. Alright, let's let it go for now. Alright. Kind of thick file stuff in the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? Those files, there are investigation reports related to different court cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leave. Oh! Well, let me guess. Only other bookshelf here. Shelf of stuff typed with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one up random. You have a sharp eye indeed. Select that file.
That's right.
That's a report of the presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. Won't be declassified for another 30 years. You sure you want to look at it now? He predicted it! He predicted the JFK files! Kidding. I'm kidding. There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Stop making a sound or turn the file back to the shelf. Alright. What am I looking at? Pay attention to your surroundings. Right then. Hold up. See a box. There's one box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? Alright. What else we got? Right? The only other thing I have to see.
It's desperate. But yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
You have a problem with that lamp. It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this very library.
Interesting.
Classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Why is it in the library? Why? Why is it even in this school? Isn't it magnificent? Yeah, to your nerdy ass it is. This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Perhaps Mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. Sure, we'll go with that. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible, you dumb son of a bitch.
What?
What do you mean, usually? You fucking simpleton. Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. I don't know what real world you're living in, but that's exactly what the real world is like. You don't understand what they actually represent. You don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? Boy, I'm gonna take that lamp and knock you the fuck out with it. Then there'll be another body on our hands, and I'll come clean with it. I will die if it means I gotta kill your ass. But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? Documents gathered there are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second, you're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Also bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of governmental related documents. Well, bitch, ain't your family special? Sorry, we can't be like the rest of you. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that fucking possible?
So, in other words...
I told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. Bitch is Illuminati, I knew it! I knew it! I knew he was shady! I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. To become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. It's why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing and non-believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. What always interests me the most are the cold case police investigation reports. You look like the sort of nerdy bitch that would be obsessed with cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's an excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the genocide jock case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is a complete case file. Of course, you would know the entire case file. Every single report surrounding the genocide jock case has been devoured here. Because there's so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. Again, there are two notable characteristics in every genocide jock murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene where bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. The second is that when victims are murdered, the bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, the victim's body is suspended. And that's exactly the same as what happened in the Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims were suspended. The only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh?
was, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Except for you! Except for you, because you studied these things. You studied this. You know about it. Right? Guys, I told you he was shady. He's the one who did it, I guarantee you. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. And so did you, you dumb son of a bitch. You dug your own grave, you're ready. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, the body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victims?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other
The
words,
culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real genocide Jack.
in other words,
Look, Byakuya, you're boring me with all this talk, bro. Right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself amongst the rest of us. And then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around among us? Among us! Sorry, I had to.
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting all day. I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of all the cocaine. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I'm already seeing? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such
If you
ignorance.
get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Oh sure, let me get down on both my knees. Oh Lord Byakuya, show me the files. Bitch, if you think I'm really gonna do that, keep dreaming, hon. Bakula? About the Genocide Jack case file? Can you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Oh man, holy shit, that ain't good. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Oh no. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Damn, bro. This killer out here killing 14-year-olds? Damn. Kamatsuna Taro. Takafumi Gono. Uchida Naohisa. I'm sorry if I'm butchering a lot of these names. Takeshi Masamune. Yuto Yumajima. There was no end to it. One thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Well, that's certainly something. Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings that take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder, or DID. Did!
So in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have split personality. Split personality? The kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. Got it. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. Yeah, I'm tired. I don't know, I feel like my mind is gone numb. Well, there we
let's
go.
go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here. Wait, Byakuya! Damn, dog! Yeah. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play
Come
with
on,
you.
enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Do you really think we've been together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Well, goodbye. Just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. Just as we were getting started, bitch, we've been with him for about 45 minutes now. At the same time, I uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. That murder is one of us? But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. To do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene. The girls' locker room. Should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful. Well, I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Actually, I would like to check the library real quick, because there was something that caught my eye. This. This seems to be... Oh. I want to take a look at this lamp right here. This lamp, why isn't it turning on? Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. But that's strange. Nope, that's not what I want. Oh, the laptop's gone as well, I just noticed. Am I allowed to look at that book again, or no? I want to take another look at that Genocide Jack case file. I know it's somewhere around here. Huh? It's gone. Someone take it out of the archive? I'm the only one who would do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Bitch wanted to make sure that I didn't look at it again. Bro, shady dog! Dude is shady! What did I tell y'all? Bro actively trying to hide shit. What did I tell y'all? Ah, Hifumi Yamada!
Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
No starting place for me.
Evidence, what did you find? Fat tub of lard?
I can't reveal that just yet.
That's it.
But I
I'm
can
sure
say
of
that
it.
what I found was still the case that from his lungs.
Are you sure about that? Johnson, are you sure about that?
Yes, Miss Lindbergh says she witnessed something worthwhile too.
Really? What did she see?
Well,
She
it would
refused to tell
seem...
me. It's like when a girl bullies her boy she likes, right? Right?
Okay, so where's Celeste now?
The White House, by the garden. She was there, but at the same time, not there.
What's it gonna be, bitch? She there or she not there? Oh well. I guess I know the next place I gotta go then. Alright, what do we... Huh. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Nice. Didn't we come in here before? I don't know. Huh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Yeah, you're telling me, bro. Yes, I like to leave the girls I mean, because the boys' locker room.
Hello, girls! Armando, because I know he's here as well.
Alright, look at this carpet again. There's a blood stain on the carpet. It can only have been caused by Chihiro's... Okay. The blood-stained poster, the blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. Yes, I'm glad you could point out that it's a big-breasted supermodel. Damn, Makoto, get your mind out of the gutter. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... Right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Again, why do you gotta point that out? Makoto? You weirdo? You perv? posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker room. I got it. Gotta ask Sakura. Sakura! You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right,
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together.
Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see,
However,
but there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising.
You have protein coffee?
In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising.
Okay, guess it could work.
Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain.
Stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet right now other than the blood stain.
of course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean, as if there was never a stain here to begin with?
Disappearing stain. That reminds me, bro. We saw a stain on the carpet in the other locker room, which makes me think that that carpet is the one from in here. But why would that be the case? Okay. You see the bloodlust. The bloodlust written on the wall in blood, just like in all those other Genocide Jack cases. Every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood.
Shahira!
Yeah, I've read that before. Kyoko, you seem to be done investigating. What do you got for me? Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking,
However,
but I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihira's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook's missing. You might want to determine its
Goodbye.
whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihira's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Well, I guess... Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time? I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, better give it a shot anyway. Let's see... Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all, it's an extension cord. The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended in the fatal blow. At first I didn't see any reason to think too much about it in either of them, but seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack files, something's not quite right. Because every victim was stabbed and suspended with scissors. Chihiro got hit upside the head and got suspended with an extension cord. This ain't Genocide Jack's work. A killer wouldn't just deviate from their MO, right? What does this all mean? Yep. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. To figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Yo, Mondo! What you got? Okay, I heard all this already. Oh, alright. Oh, wait, my bad. Wrong place. But I want to take one more look at that, what is it, the carpet in here. Yes, this carpet. There's this strange stain on the carpet. What is it? I guess I'm not gonna point it out. But that is clearly the coffee stain that Sakura spilled on the thing. Would I like to leave this? Let's check the library real quick. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. The last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. The same extension cord that was wrapped around the hands of Chihiro. There's no extension cord here now. I wonder if every desk lamp has been added to the keyboard section. No, come on. It is the same extension cord. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Yes, I Jack's wait. Key spell's gone. That's just the opposite. Yep. I know that. One box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. This lamp. Yep. Got myself another coin. Alright. Let us head downstairs. Let us go on our merry little way.
Hello, Hina. Hina Weena. Hina's a wiener.
Hello, Hina. Oh, Hina, how's Soko doing?
Same as before, she won't come out, and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there.
You left her? You not know how unstable she is? What if she kills herself? What if she kills somebody else, you know?
My hair was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Coco's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her.
Speaking of which, what are you
Donut, of course.
Course?
There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts.
Really?
I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend?
Oh, shit, my bad. It's me speaking. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us.
Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls.
Was she just shy?
I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to the guy spoiling her. Law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right?
You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Don't you dare squander the name of Chihiro Fujisaki. She is not that kind of girl, bro. Alright.
Kitchen!
I thought there was something in the kitchen. There's not, so let's get our ass out of here. Oh, let's get our ass out of here. All of a sudden, I'm Scottish. Yep. I'm pretty sure I need to do something in here.
Hello, Celeste.
Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food, clothes, houses, and endless supply to choose from.
I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most
I knew you
unfortunate.
were gonna ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless.
Then you did find something.
Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night I saw saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
Hmm? What are you doing out this late?
Oh,
Oh.
I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Also, the duffel bag kind of gives it away.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into a bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Just like that, she was gone.
Yes,
I
indeed.
assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If you hadn't broken our rule, none of this would ever have happened. Get what you deserve, I suppose.
How dare you speak ill about our dearly departed friend Chihiro Fujisaki, the ultimate programmer? I will burn you at the stake, woman! She went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there is no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. So whoever knows about the track jacket and the duffel bag is the killer, who isn't Celeste because she saw, and me, of course, because she told me. And it's time for the little trial. Finally, my voice is gonna take a break next episode.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Keep waiting, dog.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
See ya soon, Monokuma, you creepy bastard.
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. Red door. It's right through there. Ah, good times.
So, is everyone ready to what? My blinder, are we missing someone?
Yo,
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is.
Oh, dude, you really don't remember, dude? Like,
Come on.
the creepy weirdo chick with the closet, bro.
Kidding, just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
Just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him.
I told him I don't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you just drag a girl around. You're terrible. Phew, so now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get the show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problem with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that? It's still heartbreak. Like, it still hurts my heart, bro. It breaks my heart to see her like this. Poor Chihiro, man. She didn't deserve any of this. And that murderer is one of us. Someone's standing right here. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very
Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it, not at all.
well.
Okay then, let's get the show on the road.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
So the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly long list of deadly stuff. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly can you get over with this already? A deadly class trial. Man. Why do you have to repeat this spiel every time we do a class trial? Go through a whole bunch of shit that you claim as deadly before getting to the class trial bit. Okay. We are unfortunately going to have to stop this here for today. Actually, what we will do is we will get ourselves prepped up real quick. We're going to set our skills. We have a couple skills, I think. I think we just have one skill, if I'm not mistaken. We got Melodious Voice. Allows you to reload 2 bullets at once, effective during the bullet time battle. Ooh, that's not bad. But we only have 2 truth bullets, which is fine. Alright? We'll get more later. But, unfortunately for us... that is going to do it for today's episode of Danganronpa. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, do all the things, because you guys are absolutely amazing. You guys mean the world to me. I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much. We're trying to get to 1K subscribers right now, so if you could do me a solid and hit the subscribe button and get other people to subscribe as well, that'd be amazing. Right? Share this channel with your friends, family, loved ones, anyone who you think might subscribe. Right? I love making this sort of content for you guys. It really is fun for me, and for once, it feels great to not stream so much anymore. I'm kind of trying to hone down on that a little bit. So, yeah, it's great. It's good. But with all that being said, everyone, remember, stay safe, be good people, and until next time, my good friends. Bye-bye!